Right, okay, everything should be up and running and working and everything should be fine. So for the final time this league season, hi, hello, how are you doing, what's happening, hello to all the early birds. This is an early kick-off, we fucking hate these ones with a passion, but how are you doing, hello to all the early birds, hope you are doing well, what's happening. Best of luck in your match today, Caden, if you're still here, Chief. If not, then hope that it went well. If you're watching this in the VOD back, I hope that you won 16-0 convincingly and scored a hat-trick, including an overhead kick for 45 yards. We'd love to see it. How doing, Craig? Nice to see you as well. How hell, champions again, ole ole. Absolutely love to see it. We've got one more left, Craigie, my man. We've got one more left. How you doing, Lizzie? Nice to see you as well, and hope you're well as well. And James as well, we love to see how you doing. What a season we've had. Oh, that's really kind of you, innit? Unbiased commentary, not all the time, but for the most part, I appreciate you though. That's a lovely message to start the stream. Listen, I've not had a good morning at all, so to see something like that right out of the gate is fucking incredible. Thank you very much, man. That's genuinely nice. A wee 3-0 would be a nice warm up for this. Yes, Big Joe to leave us with a double and the best wishes of every Celtic fan from all over the world. Absolutely. Like, I might have had my gripes with Joe Hart this season, but you can't take away the fact that the guy is an absolute fucking legend of the game, and you know, if he ends it on a double, that'd be pretty good for us. I'd say that'd be something that we would take every day of the week without question, to be honest with you. So one of those ones. I'm going to throw up a poll in a couple of minutes. I mean, we've got about 10 minutes to kick off, a little bit of time to chill and take things easy. This isn't exactly a pure high stakes game. I mean, we all kind of know the scenario. We all know how it kind of goes. We've been pretty consistent over the course of the season. We've had a bit of a dip of form. We all kind of knew that the midpoint of the season was probably quite bad for us. I apologise there, I just had to load something up, so it's a little bit choppy and changey. But yeah, just give me a moment. Because if we switch to this screen here, that should probably fix it right, or at least limit the lag a little. But that's your league table before we start today, obviously. St Mirren are locked in for 5th. They have fuck all to play for. They have no reason to care. Celtic have already won the title, 90 points. It's not exactly the most points we've ever had in a season. In fact, it's not really up there at all in terms of other campaigns we've had in the past. 6 draws and 3 losses isn't exactly a small amount of points. But when you look at it at face value, we did enough to earn it. You know, Rangers have lost 7 times this season, which is quite rare for them. They don't usually lose more than a handful, but basically every old firm with the exception of one, which was a draw. So we take it. I'm happy with it. I'm more than pleased with it. So we just take this one easy. We vibe. For those that are in early, I'll read you out the lineups just very quickly before I go back to the comments. But in between the sticks for us, in fact, it's a whole change team, by the way. I just realised this. A few chops and changes. I mean, Palmer's in the lineup, which is actually quite good to see. But we've got Hart in between the sticks, Taylor and Ralston starting as our fullbacks, with Welsh and Navritsky as our centre-back pairings. And that is a bit of a surprise, with O'Reilly, McGregor and Atati, our strongest midfield 3, keeping their spots in the team respectively. This would have made sense for Iwata, but apparently not. And our front 3 is Palmer, Furuhashi, and of course Nicholas Kuhn, who's actually had a pretty good stint over the last few games. However, it would have made more sense to give Forrest this game because he deserves it. However, it's a pretty interesting lineup for St Mirren. It's the same as the last time, with the exception that instead of playing with the flat 4 and then the 1-2, it's just a straight up 3-5-2, I should say. So they've got Hemming in between the sticks, Taylor, Gogic and Fraser as their centre-back pairings, with Bomono and Tanzer on their false wings, with Boyd Muntz, O'Hara and Bacchus as their midfield 3, with McManaman and Olasanya as their front 2. Obviously there's good bench options for us. I suppose that's the one thing we can say. Johnston, Carter, Vickers, you know, Maeda, Forrest. Basically a good amount of our starters are in that lineup as well, so we can take that and hopefully do something with it. That would be quite nice. And like I said, the table plays in our favour. I'll leave the benches up if you want to take a little gander at them while I read out the rest of this. How you doing? How you doing, Snitch? Hopefully everyone's well. It's great to chill. It's nice to just be able to take the foot off the gas and, you know, chill out. We've lost the Taunton bowler. Oh wait, seriously? How's that happening? It might have just taken away. Hold on, if I go back to this one, I see it's fine there, and then it disappears here. Fair enough. I guess we're just going with. We're just going to go with this then. Fantastic. We move with it. We move with it. Hopefully everything is working and fine and otherwise. But yeah, we've got a couple of minutes, so we can chill out and take it easy. Did you see something with the boycott out? I seen little thingies earlier on. I've got little things going around here again. This is a lot more of a chilled out stream. I'm not expecting more than like 25-30 people in here because I didn't put any announcements out in Discord or anything like that, so it's just going to be a chill one. The day nothing too drastic or bad. But let's knock this Spotify down just a tad more, so it's done and dusted. I do apologise, this is a bit of a scuff start to the stream, but we do have about 5 minutes until we're kicking off here, so hopefully things work out for us and we have a bit of an interesting one. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to predict in this game, I'll be fully honest with you right now. Just because of how different the team is for what I was expecting. I was expecting us to play with at least the strong back four and then change things going forwards, but it's pretty much the other way around this time, so I think for me, but I still think we win this game. I still think it's going to be a 2-0, 3-0 type scenario. I'd be very surprised if it isn't. St Mirren, as good as they've been, they're playing with that flat back three, so if we can win that midfield battle, it just makes it a straight up 3v3 at the back. Obviously you've got Bomono and Tanzer who can cause those problems, but will they in a game like this where there's nothing really to play for? St Mirren, even if they win this game 10-15-0, all that really does is just give them a bit of morality. It doesn't do anything for the league, so hopefully we get something out of it. I would love to see us have a comfortable game. That would be best case scenario, but we all know what Celtic's like. We always tend to fuck it up on random pointless games that don't matter. This is one of those ones where even if we lose, I'm not going to take it to heart as much, to be honest. And besides, it's a couple of celebrations and stuff. It's my mother's birthday today. That's one thing. I've got a dinner later on, which is why I'm dressed up and stuff. So again, if you're wondering why I look like I'm dressed for a funeral, it's just because I'm forced to dress fancy today. You think 2-0? I think it's a respectable one, to be fair, Lizzie. It's one of those ones. I think for me, I would love to see Kuhn get on the score sheet because he deserves one. He's been pretty consistent over the last few games and he's had a bit of a quiet moment, but it's nice to see Ralston back. Ralston has not actually had a bad game even when he's came off the bench over the course of this season, so it's nice to see him actually get a full 90 minutes. And as much as it's at the expense of someone at the like Johnston, I can't complain about it too much. I think it's more than fair. I think it's more than fine. But the boys are just getting ready to head out the tunnel then out, so we'll be underway relatively soon, a couple of minutes. But if you want my final prediction, I think this ends 2 or 3-0. I'd be more inclined to lean towards the 2-0 just because it's a weaker side than what I was expecting, but it's not a bad side at all. Not by any means. I appreciate that, Dave, mate. I'm good. For the most part, I'm okay. I've had a bit of rest, most rest than a good. Oh, look at that tifo. Jesus Christ, man. A couple of people will be over there flashing stuff like that. We'd love to see it. We appreciate that, Lizzie. I'll pass the messages on. In fact, her name is Lindsay, that's the ironic part. But yeah, I'll go back to this screen because we're going to get underway relatively soon. So for those that are just popping in, this is again a relatively quiet stream. But in between the sticks for us, we've got Jonathan Hart. Our back four is Ralston, Taylor, Nowitzki, and of course Stephen Welsh. Our midfield three, O'Reilly, our skipper, Callum McGregor, and of course one of our best midfielders this season in Rio Tati. You can make a case for any one of these three to have a good season, but I'd probably give it to O'Reilly. And our front three of Kuhn, Thurashi, and good old Palmer, who comes in for Maeda. It's a pretty interesting one. Obviously Forrest not being in there too is a bit of a sad one, but that is what it is. St Mirren's team is as follows. They've got Hemming in between the sticks with Taylor, Gogic and Fraser is their back three with Tanzer, and Bomono is their false wingers or left and right mids if you want to call them that, but bear in mind they'll tuck in and make it a flat pack five when they can at the back, with Boyd, Muns, O'Hara and Bacchus is their midfield three with McMenamin, and of course Olusanya is their front two. Bench options, like I said, there's a couple of good ones that they can both rely on. I wouldn't say there's too many options in comparison for St Mirren. Probably Mandron, I'd say, maybe Strain as well. But we've got bigger options that we can rely on should we need them. Obviously, players like Johnston, Scales, Carter Vickers, Adam Ida, Maeda, Forrest. We've got a whole bunch of options. Like I said, title is wrapped up today, so it's a chill vibe. We do not need to care. We do not need to worry. We can just enjoy. It's a good day for football as well, if you ask me. A perfect day for football. The skippers just getting the rest of them ready for the huddle, and then we'll be underway momentarily. Hopefully this one's a good one. I wouldn't even say she's a Rangers fan, she just prefers them over Celtic. She likes the colour blue. Oh, we do love to see games like this. Gold one cracked open. We just hit 1267, by the way, the holy number 67. We love to see it. Thank you whoever just subscribed, that's very cool. Stephen Robinson's just getting everyone set up and we'll be underway. But St Mirren are ready to get the ball rolling. They'll be the ones to get the game going. Hopefully we get after a fast start. We'd love to see us have a comfortable one. I remember a few seasons ago when we played Motherwell and humped them like 7-1 or something. But St Mirren are immediately going to send the ball forward looking for options. It's not going to be gathered by anyone. So straight away out towards Tanzer looking for quick passes in behind. It's not going to be cleared out and immediately Celtic have a throw in. Good start. It's going to be interesting to see how this back four kind of play over the course of the game, because it's interesting for the most part, right? Like, Nowitzki's not had many minutes this season. Welsh has played minutes this season, but not as many minutes as he probably would have expected at the start. That's a great touch out the gate from Maeda, and it's a, what am I saying, Maeda for Palmer. I'm so used to seeing the wee bald man up there that I just kind of fucking... Oh, that was poor actually. I mean, the touch was nice for Palmer to kind of step inside and lay the shot up, but it was always sailing miles away. How you doing, Alan? Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're well, hope you're well. It's the last game of the season. We do love to see it. That was an interesting ball forward. It's taken a pop-up off McGregor and won't really be gathered by anyone in particular. Bacchus is trying to win the head on, but not really gathered by any red shot in particular, so Ralston's just going to pop it back to Hart and we'll be able to go again. Switched out in towards the right hand side. Nowitzki's going to take a gander, see if he can find someone on that right hand side. There is Taylor. It's a loose touch for Rio and they could do something with this at Mirren, but they opt to play it back and be safe. Gogic put under some pressure there, but Mono's touch is loose and we've won the ball back high up the pitch, but again, just about pipped to it. Boydmans will put some pressure on, but it's straight away back up that side of the pitch again. The left hand side seems to be the early momentum. Swinger for this ball into the box, good touch, and there's a half chance for this cut out in the end, just about, and they'll be able to steady the ship a little bit, so to speak. Shot for Elizabeth. Well, my mum's just called Lindsay, mate. There is an Elizabeth in my family, well, there was, I should say. I'm keeping pretty good, Alan, mate. I'm doing my best just to have a relatively okay day. The sun is shining, Celtic are league champions, not too much to complain about. There's a half chance, but it was never really going to be too much of a threat for Welsh, to be honest. Right idea, but he just couldn't really get the head onto it. You could tell by the way he was jumping that he'd be lucky if he could get that on target. I don't even think he was expecting it to come off his head. You can see O'Reilly on the edge of the frame with his arms out like, bro, could have tried a bit more. I should refresh this because for some reason Google likes to do this where it just doesn't fucking do it. There we go. Thank you. Very cool. Took its time, but we got there in the end. Google's officially up and running. My bad. Because any time I touch something, it pure lags. I need to get a new CPU for my PC at some point because this gets a little annoying. There's a breakdown that side though. There's a good move. There could be something here. Palmer goes inside. It's a loose ball again though. That's once or twice Enduran's done that already. That is necessarily a bad thing, but we'd like to see us pick the pace up a bit more. Furuhashi put some pressure. It's actually won back brilliantly. He's picked up and taken it down. Just 1-2s between the Scotsman at the back there, Welsh to Ralston. Hart's basically out as a temporary centre-back. Switched out towards that side. Nowitzki's going to take a gander, see if he can find someone there. Looks like he was trying to find Taylor, but ends up finding all the way through to Palmer. There's a whip ball across the face of the box. It worked very well against Kilmarnock. St Mirren, this time, more than aware to it, not taking any risks. So number 5 just punts it to fuck. Good ball inside, and immediately Celtic are looking for another cross. Whipped in again. This one's flicked on, and I'm not sure it was the right idea for Furuhashi, but it was the right execution. Good move, good run, just didn't take the perfect touch. We respect it though. Couple of good balls into the box over the course of the past few minutes. We can make it count. Good stuff. We love to see it. Showing Adam Idle on the bench, they're talking about the potentially bringing him in full term. We were talking about it in the last stream where, as much as I would love to see him sign, I don't think the price tag that Norwich are asking for is fair. A couple of million I'd say would be more than ideal, but currently as it stands I wouldn't really say it'd be the move. That's a loose ball and St Mirren do have it, but brilliantly won back by Nowitzki and even comfortably betterly dealt with by Taylor. That was superb, wee man. Love to see it. Ralston to O'Reilly, good balls between the two R's there, rolled across. Welsh is just going to see if he can find that straight across towards a big pole. Let's go Nowitzki. Right idea, played out towards the left hand side. Palmer cuts it across. There is about 4 or 5 bodies on that left hand side. The ball is across the face of the goal and somehow no one in there centrally can get to it. It is won in the end by Nicholas Kuhn, and there is a whip ball again. There's been a few of them in the last few minutes, all of them low. None of them successful. Cleared away by, I think, Tanzer in the end there, but there's still some high line pressure. Boyd Munce gets the touch, just about funnels it away, and it's going to bounce out, to, I think, for a throw-in there. Should be a Celtic throw-in. It was the right idea by McManaman to try and chase it out, but doesn't fully succeed. Your grandma was born in Dublin? Oh, that's cool. And your name's Lizzie? God damn. Love to see it, man. It's always weird looking back over your family history, because I had people from like Ireland, but I guess like the term of my heritage would be like a fucking Irish, Nordic, Scot, sort of those types of things. That's a good header away for Welsh, to be fair. No faff, no fuss, gets it away. I think he's going to just leave that one for his pal instead, which is fine. No one really minds that, it's okay. A good go for a long throw in here. I think that's what they're actually planning. Bacchus looks like he's going to be throwing this one as high as possible. They do have bodies in the box too, so that actually seems like it might be their game plan. That's what they do. Throws it high. Headed on. There is a chance for St Mirren. It's flipped up. No one's cleared it away though. And St Mirren have it in the back of the net! It's like they just stood there for a fucking few minutes deciding if they wanted to clear it away, and it's in the back of the net. St Mirren, with their first shot of the game, has scored a goal. And maybe the title day celebrations might just be a little bit more damp than usual. It was piss poor for McGregor. Does not get it clear, and from the captain's perspective, he will be fucking raging with himself. Wasn't the greatest header away, I think, from Nowitzki initially, and it was just not dealt with by the skipper. He just allows the man to kind of body him away, heads it straight into the number 6, and he was not fucking around with that. Hit it as hard as he could, hit it as low as he could, straight into the corner. Not really much Hart could do. And there you go. St Mirren 1. Celtic 0. Good start for the Paisley boys. Can't fault it. The buddies lead. As soon as you seen them hanging up from the fucking throne, you could tell something was going to happen. And this is the thing about a stale back 4 line that's a bit underplayed, let's say. They were not aware of that at all, and it's a very simple one. McGregor does not cover himself in glory. But St Mirren do. 1-0 to the buddies. Give them credit. We have to push and get another one back in. No fucking quarrels. Like I said, boys, anything can happen in these games, especially when there's no pressure on. And it's probably a good thing that we managed to hump fucking Kilmarnock when we did. Imagine how hearts in our hearts would have been in our mouths if we didn't do this. No panic, it'll finish 4-1 Celtic. Hope so, Alan. I'm not fussed or worried about it. Like I said, it's not exactly as if anything's at stake. But it would be nice to end on a win. Not with passes like that. There's apparently calls for a foul, but Palmer realistically just went down a bit too easily there, in my opinion. There have been better starts from us, I will say. That makes sense, Dave. We'll love to see that, man. That'd be probably my granddad Jody's side, I'd say. We'll love to see it. How you doing, Noddy? It's going to be swung out by Hemmings. Let's see if they can win the header. They do actually win the first one, but the header wasn't really going to go anywhere except a Celtic shot, although to be fair, they've won it back. Bacchus, good takedown actually, just about deals with it. Bilmono's giving it away poorly, but again, Kyogo just tries to snapshot it a bit too quickly. He's getting a bit desperate now. That's good for Ralston, puts some pressure on, just about clears it away though. Bilmono's up there with pressure, that's a good take and touch actually. Olasanya's held it up well. And Ralston kind of puts his body in the way and makes sure that it gets a go. What the fuck, exactly that, Paul. It's not exactly the greatest start, but it happens to the bestest. Go up to Dublin and get a job, fair enough. Well, if anyone's hiring, son, you let me fucking know. There's another chance. Someone did actually know. Oh, come on, that's surely an advantage, right? I was going to say, man, 2 hands on the shot, push him. Bacchus played the smart field up. That's good. Rolled out. That's actually a really even. St Mirren are trying to defend with some real vengeance here. They're kind of preventing us from getting out to the wings as comfortably as we would like, although that's going to be immediately put under pressure with that quick throw, although Palmer's not really strong enough and St Mirren get the advantage from it anyway. They opt to get it far forward as they can. They've actually got the ball out under their feet. That's really good control from them. And they can maybe do something with this. Bilmono. Boyden once has to cut it back instead. Bacchus is forced to take it to the centre back, so it's just forced forward. Right idea, not really executed correctly though. Ball's played in behind and there is a chance here. McManaman tries to play it through and it's been stole back, although Celtic are not really comfortable with it. And as soon as we do win it back, he fucking holds up the advantage that you let go for how long, mate? About 15 fucking seconds you're almost stuck out there for, man. Raise it a bit higher. Maryhill, oh god. One of the worst areas in Scotland. Yes. Well, Zennings will be able to clear this up. Zennings, what am I saying? Hemmings will be able to clear this one forward. Oh, well, that's a very poor pass from the goalkeeper and it's been given away, although the touch is fucking woeful for Kuhn. There's just, it's like all 3 of our attackers don't know how to take a good first touch to now. Kyogo's had a few, and that one was probably the worst out of the lot for the German, but we have got it back straight up the left-hand side this time. O'Reilly to Palmer. Palmer gets past his man. Is he going to get the cross away? Does sort of, and it's going to bounce out for a corner kick. We do have another opportunity. Good block in the end for the St Mirren man. Just doesn't really focus too much on trying to get it away. Just out is good enough. And Palmer will have a set-piece chance to try and do something. We haven't been too effective in corner kicks this season, full stop to be honest. It's not been something we've been great at, but half chance here, bobbles up, not really cleared away. Nobody's comfortable with it, still bouncing around. And now it decides to lag. Right, it's in the box. You are actually fucking kidding me. You talk about timing, that is a perfect example of it, goddamn. There was a half chance though, but I'm guessing nothing happened. There's no 1-1 or anything. Could have been a little better for us, I'll be honest. Ball's rolled back across the face. Let's see what we can do with this one. Joe Hart has it in his box, flows it out for Nawritsky. We have to start going a bit faster now. He's doing okay, just won the league. I don't think he individually won us the league, Chief. I'm just saying, they look a wee bit nervy. If they can get their first touch under control and stuff, this game is easily winnable. It's just a little bit jittery when it comes to getting that final pass in, you know what I mean? There's a good ball through there, but it's the same sort of scenario. There's just no real direction on the pass. It's like they get it into the vague area, but not really much else besides that. It's good for Rio to win that one back. McGregor will carry the ball forward off the rebound. There we go, good move. Out towards the left hand side, here's Rhys Palmer. Steps inside his man. Great ball, but no one was aware of it. Rio and McGregor both let it thread between them, and St Mirren are on the break now. Bacchus does well to hold the ball up, just about keeps it under control, and there's a run there. Gets it out, and there's an overlap, and Taylor's committed himself way too forward. The pass is loose though, and we've been let off a belter there. I think Bonono lets his man know that was a piss poor pass. I think Boyd Munce puts his arm up in recognition, saying that if that was a better ball through, something could have happened there. Ah, well, there you go then. Kind of shite what a flop. I wouldn't say it's that bad. He's not been a flop, but he's not been a key signing. He's just kind of done what you needed him to do, like Yang, you know. That's good for O'Reilly, good feet, nice. Nowitzki cuts it across his man. There's openings all across the park if anyone wants to take it. Goes towards a big bricky in the end. Ralston just 1-2s it between his skipper. There's a break on that left hand side again. That seems to be the main area of attack for us right now. Palmer threads it in behind. There is a cross on. It's not the greatest cross, but the header away is not convincing either. St Mirren get it away at the second time of asking. McGregor does brilliantly to stick a leg in though. We've won the ball high up the park. McGregor. O'Reilly, good touch. There's Kuhn. He's got it on the right hand side. Take a touch and swing it, son. Steps inside his man. Tries to cut it across. Right idea, but it bounces off of a red shirt instead of a green and white one, and it's cleared away for the third time. Straight back into play again though. Celtic look to be picking up the pace. Good run. Brilliant from Palmer. Lovely 1-2 attempt if he could get there, but it's going to be dealt with in the end quite comfortably. O'Hara just commanding his boys to get that one as far out as possible. Gogic just reminding them that they have to keep their position in there. It's a good win for Nowitzki just to force the throw in. And we'll have the ball back to try and set ourselves up and go again. Welsh across to Ralston. Here's O'Reilly. Good idea. Rolls it into space again. Left back switches it towards our left centre back. Nowitzki's going to run it in. Big Paul switches it. Good move as well. Well kept up brilliantly by Taylor actually. There's just a few bodies getting a bit too close to each other. St Mirren are encompassing as much as they can, forcing the issue. Lovely ball back across, and well, I tell you what, St Mirren's shape are solid. Forces Celtic back, played out towards the right hand side. Good touch and take. Played in behind. Is he going to get there in time? No, it's just another loose pass, and it's always that final ball. Once again, Nicholas Kuhn just can't put that soft little touch on the pass to kind of let Ralston get there in time. When you look at the attacking areas, over half of our attacks are going up that left hand side as well, so there's a clear area of intent. It's like we're basically just saying to Tanzer, yo bro, you're it. But so far, St Mirren are holding firm. Celtic haven't really put any shots on target, at least to knowledge anyway. They've not really put too much of a threat in. It's a loose header. Could be a chase on between Kyogo and O'Hara, but I don't think there's going to be too much problem for who's going to win that one. Yep. Hemming sends it high. Really well taken down by Olasanya, but just about equally dealt with by Nowitzki. Good work for both of them there. Solid attack, solid defence. Applause all round. We've got the ball again though. Not really too much to show for the possession that we've got so far, but we're trying our best to make inroads. Can't really fault it when you look at it on paper. There's a lovely switch into the box, but again, when you consider the physical presence of the St Mirren players, maybe crossing it high is not the best call. Kyogo will put some pressure on and tries best to force the corner. Good stuff, wee man. That's better. We'll love to see that. A bit more of an actual direct intent. Gives the ball away far too easily. Yeah, no, you're absolutely spot on there. But it could be worse. There's another corner kick swung in near post this time, and it should have fallen to Kyogo there. Well, I think it went straight over his head and just kind of bounced off of Hemmings. It's still in our possession. Very similar to theme to the last few attacks. It's just that final little touch that's causing us some problems now. Welsh. To O'Reilly. Steps inside his man and plays it across. Good cut-off pass as well at that. Basically just passing it side to side about 35-40 yards from the St Mirren net. Lovely ball across again. And then it's just sort of half-assed in. It's always that final ball. Well, that's a great tackle for Palmer. He seems to be a bit more awake. That's a lovely ball as well. Get the cross in quick. Get the cross in quick. Does get it in quick, but it's overhit. Kuhn's going to have to take it down. Does take it down. Well played. Played out towards the edge of the area. Here's O'Reilly with a shot towards the back stick, but it was always calling high. Right idea for the Dane, but not exactly the execution he would have wanted. It was really good for Kuhn to hold that one up, take the touchdown and force it back to the edge of the box, laid across to O'Reilly, and he just tries to bend it a little bit too much. Interesting. To be fair, I mean, touch rugby's not really my type of sport, unless it's national level at Six Nations. Yeah, fucking hell, Hemmings did well to keep that one out. Well, we've had the right response to going 1-0 down, but the similar patterns that we've seen a few times this season where it's just a little bit lacklustre. Oh, Ralston, don't get caught out there, son. He nearly did as well. Apparently there's a foul. I don't honestly see how that was. I do appreciate everyone that's subscribing, by the way. We've gained a couple and I haven't even asked yet. Fantastic, we love to see it. If we can hit 1270 by the end of the stream, that'd be very much appreciated. But if you have, then just give the stream a like. That's a good thing you can do. That's good for Palmer. Go on. I'll stop talking. I'll stop shilling because we have an attack. That's good. Nice for Taylor. Good feet. Come on, son. Maybe not the pass I would have taken, but we do have it close into goal. That could work out. Kyogo takes the touch, holding the ball up. Doesn't really deal with it. Shot across. It's 1-1! Get in! Matthias O'Fucking Riley again! That man is so good at football. He is so good at football. Bang, son! Player of the goddamn fucking season, man. Kyogo's definitely onside. That goal will stand. Lovely finish for the big man. Just takes it on the half volley. Hits it left footed. No faff, no fuss. Straight into the keeper's near post. Hemmings doesn't really deal with it in the best way. Just kind of pops off himself and straight into the top of the net. Fucking yes. Back in it, boys. That girl will not be disallowed. We will move. That's good. That is very good indeed. Good shit, man. We're back in it, boys. 1-1, all square. We move again. We do love to see it. Thank you, Matthias O'Reilly, for existing. You make my life so much more happy. Apparently they're checking it for something, but there's no reason for it to be disallowed. I'm telling you right now. Yep, there we go. Just a quick, is it good? Yes. Right. And we're back on the way. St Mirren will swing the ball forward immediately out the gate, but we've got ourselves back into it. We deserve it for the consistent pressure over the last 10 minutes or so. Just reminding St Mirren that just because you score once, it's not game over. Good response for the boys. We love to see it. Here we go. Fabrizio Romano, we love it. How you doing, Jojo? I hope you're well, love. Are you enjoying the game? So far, so good. We got ourselves back into it. I'm quite happy. There's Joe Hart. Let's see if we can move it. Yes. Better. If we can move it a bit more poison. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Lovely for McGregor. There is a run down that left-hand side. Palmer's taking his man on. Pomono looks a bit flustered with him right now. Ball into the box again. It's not going to be too much of a threat. The header back in isn't that much better, but it should be a Celtic shot that wins it in the end. Kuhn just about deals with it. It's a loose touch in the end, though. It's a few times now for the German. Come on, fella. You got this, son. Come on. Good pressure. Ralston forces it as well. I think that will be the St Mirren throw-in, and it will be, no problems at all. We'll be 2-1 by half time. Fucking God hope so, Alan. We push and we move. That's the best thing we can do. No faff, no fuss, no quarrels. Nice. Oh, Kyoko nearly won it back. That could have been so nice. Unlucky, son. Ball's been sent forward. There's a chase. Oh, no fucking hell. It's a loose moment. St Mirren have gone down. It's a penalty kick. Stephen Welsh just fucked it so drastically. You're from the same area as me, you stupid dick. Don't ever do that again. Oh, it's a penalty. I think it's clear and obvious, man. It's so clear and obvious. It's unreal. Like, well, he just misses the ball entirely and then just clamours over his man trying to win it back. And that's what happens when you don't have a lot of playtime in a season. You make mistakes like that. Stephen Welsh brings his man down way too easily, and Olasanya was always going to go down. It's absolutely fucking piss poor. They've been in our box twice and they've gotten two big opportunities. So unless Joe Hart has the ability to save something, which would be a good thing to do in his final league game, pulling off a nice wee save. Well, pure shite at the back. Well, that one was particularly bad to watch. Welsh really shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't given, just in case the fact that he maybe went down a little easier. But yeah, he's pointed to the spot. It seems like it's a legit goal, or a legit penalty. Bastard. Welsh, never do that again. Please. Like, we just got back into the game, son, and it's like our attackers do all the right work, and then immediately it's like their defenders are, oh right, we can fuck it then. It's going to be O'Hara to step up and take it. The motherfucker's on for a hat-trick now. Fuck's sake, up there, all this. It's not ideal. O'Hara's going to step up and... I mean, I don't really trust Joe Hart here as much as I want to say that he does. It's a shot! It's a good penalty, in fairness. That's a calm penalty. You give credit where it's due. It's well placed, and, well, St Mirren have their goal. Should have played the women, honestly, yeah. They would have had a better fucking chance of winning this game, but... Can't fault it. You can't fault it in the slightest. It's a good penalty. Hart does go the right way, so I can't really sit and say that it's his fault or anything like that. He can't really do much else as a goalkeeper. It's a well-taken penalty. But from a defensive standpoint, that is not going to cover us in glory at all. And as Staffy just says there, yep, 2-1 indeed. Well, at least we're on for an entertaining fucking final game. St Mirren fans seem to be in good voice. Half of them have tops, half weather. We'll love to see it. But we do need to fucking wake up now. At half time, I'd say maybe get Welsh off the pot because he's not awake. Ball's been played out towards Palmer. Let's see if we can get ourselves rolling again. It would be nice to see so. We've done it once already, so we know we can do it again, but it's not exactly convenient that that's what we have to do. Ball's rolled out. Lovely ball across from O'Reilly. Let's see if we can get something going here. Novritsky. Taylor. Out towards the Honduran. Let's see where Palmer goes with this one. Steps it back, tries to look for a cross and opts to just funnel it back out towards the edge of the area. Referee nearly gets in the way of Taylor's pass, but it's played away successfully. Just going side to side a bit much now, but there is a good passing option here. Novritsky, Palmer. Should lay that across, McGregor does, and there should open up lanes. Kuhn. Again, just a slack pass, and it makes O'Reilly have to take a more risky one that's given away in the end, and there's a break down that side. Well kept in by Balmoro, and there's a run down here. McMiniman still has it, doing his best to hold it up. McGregor's there to cover him. Kuhn's now there to join him as well, but no right back in sight. And eventually Ralston gets back to cover his man, but there's a couple of... Welsh is having a howler, yeah. I mean... It's all well and good giving away the penalty, but it's how the penalty even happened. Like, you just missed the ball entirely. There's applause rolling around the entire stadium. We'll have to see it. Come on, boys. Welsh. Novritsky to Taylor. Palmer's definitely on side there. The ball across isn't the greatest, but it is a deflection, so it will be a corner. Good block in the end. No real risks there for St Mirren. They're more than happy to just play it safe. Jordan's already set it up for a quick corner kick. We can do something with this. We maybe should. It'd be nice to see. Swung, near post, up high, headed upwards. Not really away though. Welsh gets himself in the route and they're going to pull it back for something. That's a bit dumb considering the fact Palmer had a lot of space, but Welsh and I don't know who's down. It's the number 17 though. I'm not sure if it was just a really awkward collision or something. Welsh using his head physically. I mean, to be fair, yeah, if it was a UFC match or something, it'd be probably pretty effective, but apparently they're trying to complain that it could be a checkable offence, but I really don't see how he just kind of went up for the ball. It's shown that penalty again as a well-placed penalty, but I don't respectfully want to see it. Robinson celebrating because he fucking knows his team are lucky to be ahead. They've not really done much to deserve being 2-1 up, but they are 2-1 up. Oh, it was Bacchus that was down. Let's see what happened here then. Nah, Welsh had every right to go for that. Bacchus didn't jump. That's what you get if you don't fucking mark your man, mate. You're going to get knocked over that way. Fair enough. Can't complain about it too much. When is it the Celtic FC women play? Because I know they still have one more match left. Is that tomorrow or later on today? I'm not actually sure. That's a good ball out. Nice. Come on, do something with this, O'Reilly. Here's Nicholas. Right idea. I don't actually mind that one at all. For once it was the correct pass. There's a score update. Kelly have scored against Dundee. So I guess there's that. Mackay Stevens for them. That one we can let slide, you're not wrong. Just simply because of the fact that it was an actually okay ball. It was just O'Reilly wasn't probably aware it was going to go over the top of him. Half an hour been and gone, so the best part, well, the best thing we can probably hope for is that we can push on and make something happen here. There's a good switch. There's a brilliant switch if Kyogo can get there, but the ball picked up pace rather than lost it. I thought it would have been like one of those floater passes. But in the end, it finds its way through to Hemmings, and he'll be able to just gather the ball and retake and go again. Kyogo just standing right beside him. We'll have to see it. Should be won by a Celtic shot, although it's given straight back to a St Mirren one. Taylor. Nowitzki Cam for the big pull. We'll have to see that. Welsh out towards Ralston. Back to Welsh. He should just switch that back. He does indeed. Hot. He's not really had too many touches of the ball, Joe, but has 2 goals in the back of his net without too much realisation. There's a good break though. Come on, Palmer, get there, son. Does get there before anyone else. Let's see what he does with it. Steps inside. Should have maybe crossed it. Lobs to late instead, and it's just going to be poorly given away. Fucking, why is it always a final ball, lads? It's a few times now. It was the right idea. I can see what he was trying to do. Cut it back for real to run on and just put it going. How you doing, Stringology? How you doing? Just woke up with a hangover. I'll sum it up for you. Stephen Welsh. He gave away a penalty quite poorly. Mark O'Hara had a really good opening goal from a McGregor misheader, let's say. Didn't really get it clear, the skipper, and O'Hara was able to just pop it into the corner of the net, no faff, no fuss. We did get back into it, a lovely finish for O'Reilly after a bit of a loose piece of St Mirren defending, but we deserved to get back into the game, and then literally a few minutes later Welsh decides to give away a penalty after completely missing the ball from a simple over the top. And there's another chance for St Mirren. It takes a bounce off of Nowitzki and it's out for a corner kick for the Paisley boys. They're going for it. You can't sit there and say that they don't deserve to at least be in the game. Maybe not 2-1, but 1-1 would be a fair result. I love how Joe Hart still died for that, even though he knew there was not really going to be too much of a threat. It's going to be Tanzer to step on this one, or I think Boyd Munce, I'm not too sure. imagine if it's St Mirren, they'll swing this one high, and that's exactly what they do! Oh my god, it's nearly 3. O'Hara nearly has a hat-trick. For fuck's sake, boys, can you mock your man? Who was mocking him? Oh, fucking hell, man. I think it was O'Reilly that was mocking O'Hara at the back there, and he just let his man get away from him. Yeah, O'Hara just steps away and he heads it, and it just comes off the inside of the bar. Or outside of the bar, I should say, side net. Fucking hell, that could have been bad. Welsh gets out towards Ralston. That should be a big as a wake-up call is required, because you could have been 3-1 down there, boys. Wake up and start actually fucking playing some football now. Played out towards Palmer. This is nothing like the Kelly performance that we've seen, but it is a different team entirely, basically. There's a good ball out. Nicholas. Good step inside. He's been decked there. Although, I'm not really too sure. I think he's just stopped it for it's not a dive, I'll tell you that right now. He did get tripped. But it's definitely not really a penalty. Just kind of lost his footing when he jumped over his man. Yeah, basically. I think they're all fuckfit celebrating. Honestly, I think that's what's happened. Half the first team are still hungover. Oh, that's a good win back if Rio can get there. He can't, but it's switched over, and there is a chase on for St Mirren if they can get there. Oh, that is fabulous for Taylor, by the way. I mean, as much as the back line has been very, very, just bad, give credit to Taylor for that tackle. That was fucking brilliant. And there's a good ball over the top if Keogh goes on. Oh, what a touch! He's been brought down there. And the referee says it's offside anyway, so what the fuck's the point in letting the play go through? At least Gogic has a moment with Keogh. They both laugh about it, but was it? Oh, I mean, it was off. Yeah, probably offside. It would have been a close call between him and the left back. It was a brilliant touch for Keogh though, but just doesn't gather it the second time. Oh, that's the way I'm probably looking at it as well, Dave. Look, I'm not hanging that we're losing. It's just there's a way to lose, you know. 2 very poor defensive moments. That's literally what's given St Mirren in their game so far. They're showing the 2 options on the bench that we could bring on should we want to fix that, but I don't think it's necessary as of right now. I mean, it's not as if we're creating chances, but I would probably bring a Forrest on. Just because Nicholas doesn't really seem himself. At the very least, even a Maeda would do here, actually, just for pace. Just burn, get him behind, cause some problems. But Rodgers doesn't look too happy. Oh, that's good. Run it! Oh, go on! Please. Whipped in. Kyogo! 2! Fucking 2, boys! Kyogo's put it in the back of the net and we're back in the game! Get in! That Japanese connection, boys. It's the Japanese connection. They're back in it. It's that near post fucking low ball cross again that does us the job. Fucking yes. Poor for St Mirren to give the ball away. They'll say that themselves, but brilliant for Rio. Perfect pass for the wee man. Get in. That could not have came at a better time just before the end of the half. They've got about 5 minutes or so to get themselves another one, and they can really run away with it here. But that's what the wee man needed. Lovely timed run. Beats his man. No problems. Straight in again. Near post. Seems to be Henning's weakness. But we fucking take it. Back in it, boys. 2-0. Good stuff, wee man. We love to see that. We do it again. St Mirren from the off, look for that diagonal up towards the left. Doesn't necessarily work, and Celtic have won the ball back, and we're on the break again here. There is a move. Played across, straight out towards Kyogo. Is there another chance? Ball across the face of the box. It's headed wide. I'm not sure if Palmer would have been offside or not, but he should have at least stuck it on target, lad. Could have had 2 goals in 2 minutes there. Was he on? Oh, he was absolutely on. Palmer should have scored. Whew. We could have had 2 and 2 fucking seconds. It was a good... I can't really fault the connection, it just wasn't good enough. Head in the hands, he knows. We have absolutely stepped up. It's like that goal's just kind of switched them on, and within about 30 seconds we almost had a goddamn other one. Well, that should be a foul, surely. Or it's an advantage for St Mirren, apparently. That makes sense. Hot. He'll just gather it straight up towards Taylor. It takes a second to sort his feet out, but gets there in the end. Switched over to the other Scotsmans and they can run the ball here. Good move for Welsh. Well, there is a score update. Shankland have gone 1-up against Rangers. Huh. Lovely stuff. Ball's played out. Not really gathered comfortably though, it's just going to go straight into the legs of them. Good start. I mean, honestly, first half has been pretty good. If you're a neutral anyway, I'd say so, but yeah, Hearts, Shankland, it just came up in the corner for me there. Good stuff for them. Kyogo just standing beside his man like, yo, you want to punt it already? I can't fucking believe that, man. It's like Rangers have just capitulated towards the end of the season, but can't really fault Hearts. That's a foul on Ralston, yep. Good enough, man, good enough. I was not expecting us to go backwards there, but that's what we've done. Okay, Ralston. Good play, could go for a selective pass. Instead we go backwards again. That's a few times that's happened. Maybe don't do it a third. Taylor. Played out towards Reece Palmer. There's a good direct ball if there's a chase on, but it should be cut out by Gogic and does. Palmer does win the rebound and it's going to bounce out and it should be a Celtic throw-in. Gogic is fully aware that he has to get back and cover his man in time and Celtic can just... I honestly feel for them a wee bit. I mean, I don't, let me clarify this, but I feel for them a wee bit, at least like, you know, people that I know that are Rangers supporters, because they were so cocky. They thought they had a chance. Played out towards the right hand side, let's go. Ralston. Maybe not the pass I would have picked, but once again we still have it, so I'm not going to complain. Nowitzki. Nice, good direct pass actually. Oh, what a fucking touch. Go on, son. Still has it. Still has it. Still has it. Nice. Cross. Not the greatest cross, but it's going to... Oh my god, had it. Ralston! Yes. Ralston with a crack. Let's go, big man. That was always destined for top bins. It was nowhere near the target. That shit was... Where does Shankland go next season? If you're asking me, honestly, probably the Championship or like one of the low-end Prem teams, because he'll probably... Yeah, I don't see Celtic or Rangers getting them unless they make a move for him quick, and honestly, I don't see why we would want Shankland. Like, we genuinely have a more effective goal scorer in Kyogo, and he's had a piss-poor season in comparison to the standards that he's usually known for. Oh, that could have been awkward. I think even Hemmings knew that could be awkward. He was just prioritising getting out. It's a throw-in for us. Welsh. Good switch. Nice, okay. A little bit better for the Welsh... I was going to say for the Welshman, but from Welsh. Should be a... Is that a Celtic throw? It is a Celtic throw. I was going to think so. So far, so good, boys. Oh, 12.69, I just realised that. One sub away for this for the sub goal for this stream, by the way, so if anyone here hasn't subscribed and you would like to help out a Celtic supporter, the best thing you can do. Who would you like to see Celtic sign this summer? I've touched on a couple of them. Ioannidis, for one, I think he would be a brilliant signing. Another shout would probably be Ethan Ampadu, because I'm pretty sure he's on loan and would be able to take advantage of that because he's had a pretty okay season. Down in the Championship, he would be maybe a good shout. Norwich do have another boy in Andrew, what's his name? How the fuck do you pronounce it? Is it Oman Nidabili or something like that? But he's an Irish boy, 21, 22 years old, and he's very fucking good, might I add. I watched him playing the Irish under-23 systems, and he's fucking good. Like, he's one of those players that if he's played in the right system, he could be a genuine baller. So I'd maybe recommend him. And then your usual shouts, just kind of get a good left back in, and obviously a goalkeeper. Goalkeepers are a bit of a weird one because we can't really go for Bazunu because he's injured and will be for the next like 6-7 months. So ideally we need to kind of look towards getting something like a Levakovic or like a Somalina or something like that on loan. There's a good ball into the box. Oh, that could be 3! It should have been 3! Real no. Oh, it was a brilliant ball in, man. Taylor is awake the day. Brilliant ball into Palmer, and then Palmer plays an even better pass. Straight back out to Taylor. Stunning cross, man. Taylor is having a good game. Cannot fault it. It's so funny and it's sadly true that, to be fair. Very true that. I loved it when they were trying to like talk about the goddamn fucking like red card offence, and Miller was so goddamn like assured, oh, that was a yellow card. He was having PTSD flashbacks to when Big Simunovic came in and cleared them out like a goddamn fucking house. Lovely. Nice. Nice, okay, that's actually very clean. I love to see it. Yeah, man, I'm not really sure who else you'd go for signing wise. Maybe another winger. There's a score update. Dundee have equalised against Kelly. That's a bit of a surprise. McCowan's equalised in that game. We've hit 1270, by the way. Thank you very much. I just noticed that in the corner. My headphone just fell out, so I can't hear anything. But we love to see it. Thank you very much for the support, boys. Genuinely, very, very cool. Played out towards the left-hand side. Palmer. There's only 2 additional minutes, so I'm not really sure if there's enough time for one big chance, or even just a half minor one. I'd take a half chance at this point. But we're going backwards. Taylor's up and he play it safe. Navritsky should just switch that for Hart, yep. Opens up the field and we can maybe try going down the left hand side, but straight away we're going up the left again. We seem to be thinking that Bonono guy's the target. That's a good ball into the box again. Right idea. I respect it for Kyogo, who's trying to like head it up for someone to run onto, but who's down? Oh shit, Taylor, really? Oh fuck, he looks bad and all. He's... Please get up. Please get up. Please get up. He's up. Let's go. Let's go. He's up. Let's go. We take it. We take it. We take it. Oh no, he's going back down. Fuck off, Taylor. Stand on your feet, son. What happened? Did he get clipped afterwards, or was it just a... I mean, okay, it would have been off... Oh, yeah, right. I think he might have just... Like, as he pulled his run, I think something might have just gone in his leg. He is up and he is moving. Might have just dead-legged himself out. He's joking about it with Hemming, so I'm guessing that it's... I'm guessing that it's all good. It's because Gogic clipped him on the way. Makes more sense. Well, the corner's going to get swung in. Back post! Oh, that looked way more dangerous than it probably was, man. I hate that fucking camera angle, but Hemmings had to palm it away. That looked like it was nearly curling in. Oh, fucking hell, it nearly did. That was a brilliant clearance off the line. I'm not sure if it was the number 5 or if it was... who's the other one? Tanzer, but... Nearly walks out for us, out towards the edge of the box from the corner kick. It's cleared away by St Mirren. We do have it back and it's switched straight away. Lovely ball from O'Reilly. There's a chase on, there's just going to be bounced off. That's really good. That number 5 is playing out his skin. I've forgotten his name, my brain's gone dark for a moment, but it will come back to me eventually. But genuinely good. That's half time here though, for those that are curious. It's been an interesting half of football, I will say. St Mirren really haven't done too much besides their 2 shots really, but defensively they've held their own. They've played very good, and I think you give them credit for that. You think Mijovski would be a fantastic signing. If we signed anyone from Aberdeen, I would honestly take Polvara over Mijovski, just because Polvara would make sense for our system a bit more. But again, why would we look to the SPFL for a striker? That's why I'm thinking, like, if we got the money like we say we do, right, we have that 10 million in surplus from Abada from the sale to Charlotte, so what I would say is use that 10 million and just buy a fucking striker. A good one, a solid one that can give Kyogo solid competition. Or, alternatively, if they both play brilliant, you can change the formation and you have that ability to tweak and change things, because Rodgers' systems are always fucking stale. So if we get a system where, yeah, you've got a couple of players that you can chop and change, an extra good centre-back, an extra good striker, we can do damage, and that's for sure. Dundee have done very well this season, kudos to them. Considering the fact they were just promoted as well, but I think that's a thing that a lot of people forget. They just came up, and in their first go of it, they've gotten into the top half of the table. That's what Dundee United were trying to do last season. Or maybe not last season, or the season before, I should say. You know what I mean? Like, they could have, maybe should have done better, and they had the fucking means and funds to do it, but Dundee are smart, right? The boys at Dens Park are good at investment. Maybe not in terms of their pitch, right? Their pitch is horrible, but their system is pretty good. You give credit to their manager as well, he's done a fantastic fucking job. There's a few teams that you can say that about this season. Kilmarnock's easily been the surprise of the season for me, no matter what anyone says, because I honestly thought at the start of the season Kelly wouldn't hit top 6, maybe 7th. That's kind of, I think, when I did my early season predictions, I put Kelly roughly there. And it wasn't until about November where I was like, no, they're top 4. They could be top 4. And they finished top 4, so give them credit. I agree, but the board won't spend the money. That's why we need to wait and see what we do, first of all, with the other transfers and stuff. Mainly just because if it wants to switch the scene. Okay, I guess my thing's just being slow as shit. This might crash. Okay, right, we got there in the end. That was a very weird fucking... I clicked on it like 10 minutes ago. Eventually it switched. But yeah, the board would spend money, man. I think it's just a case of where they would want to spend it. Like, Rodgers would need to give them like a complete and utter like rundown of list. And it would have to be along the lines of, right, here's what I want, here's why I want them, here's how much they're going to cost, and here's what they'll bring to the team. It can't just be like here's a random list of people that might work, please let us buy them. No, like, they'd have to sit down with the board and go, here's why. If they can do that, then I don't see any reason why Celtic wouldn't invest at least about 15-20 million, because on top of the fact that we didn't spend anything in January, there's also a surplus of about 75 in transfer funds that Celtic do need to spend at some point. It can't just sit in the accounts. So bring some players in the summer and see if it sticks. If we're still in Europe, maybe we will be in Europe after Christmas because there's 2 games in January anyway, but after those initial 8 Champions League games, if we're still in European competition, then invest even more. I'm not saying go and spend the whole charade, like, you know, spend 50 million in summer and hope it works. Nah, spend about 20, stabilise the team, make sure that it's strong enough to get what it needs to do done. And then if in January, if things work out, if everything's still on plan and on course, strengthen. Because that's what we didn't do this season, and we were very lucky to win the title because, simply put, Rangers have just fallen apart at the perfect time for us. But if they'd kept their form up, then today would be a very interesting scenario. Like if Rangers and Celtic had stayed perfect. Imagine that, Rangers losing 1-0 at Hearts and Celtic only 2-2 against the Buddies. It's one of those ones, you know. Don't know why the hell Streamlabs is being so fucking slow now. I guess my PC is just an old bitch. We move. So what do you think of the first half? This is the thing about it, man. It's not really been an interesting game, let's say, but it has been end to end. You know, it's kind of what you would expect. We've had 3 times the passes. I mean, what are the actual stats? Can I switch back to there? We can. Okay, kind of how the game played out. We've had more of the ball, good passing, good pass accuracy. St Mirren have basically just been clearing the lines most of the time. But 2-2 is the score. Rangers are still 1-0 down to Hearts. I should actually look at the rest of the results while this goes on. Well, they're all in half time anyway, but yeah, Rangers are 1 shot on target. Yeah, seems to be the theme. But Shanklin has put them 70 points they'd be sitting on right now. I think they would take that over the course of the season, to be honest, if you were Hearts. You know, basically Dundee and Kelly are 1-0 in their game. Dundee scoring with their only shot on target. Kelly scoring with their only shot on target. Well, if anything, you can say this league is effective. 2 shots on target, 2 shots on target, 2. Basically, every shot on target so far has been a goal in the SPFL. It's either we're really good at finishing or the goalkeepers are unbelievably shit. Will Matt O'Reilly be with us next season? As much as I would love to say yes, no. Just on the premise of the fact that he is way too good for a team like Celtic, as much as I want to sit there and say we want to keep our best players, he's genuinely on par with Jota when it comes to like that type of football that you look at and you're like, no, he is good. Like, he is good. But yeah, honestly, no. I think it depends on how much, first of all, because if it's anything under 25 million, I'd tell them fuck off out the gate. Because he is a genuine, 30 million type player. He is a solid player. Knows all the right things, does all the right tactics, has the right setups and movement systems. He's a versatile player. He can defend, he can attack, he can shoot. What bad thing is there about him? He's consistent, doesn't get injured often. It's like he's the perfect versatile midfielder, especially if you think of teams like Borussia Dortmund, or even if you go to the Premier League teams like Brighton or maybe even Leeds. Like, Leeds are just getting, I mean, if they get promoted, I should say, because they do have to win the playoff final against, why is my brain gone dark? But they're in the playoff final anyway. If they win that, then maybe they go for a player like O'Reilly to back them up. But if we sell him for less than 20, I'd be fucking heartbroken. Because he's genuinely been one of my favourite players for so long, you know what I mean? Like, I was one of the first people that were like, he's going to be class for us, before he even scored a goal. I actually had the piss ripped out of me in the Discord back in the day, because I said that he was better than Atati. I don't think there'd be too many people that would argue against me with it now. Because he is genuinely a fucking bowler. But all things considered, could be worse. Could be way worse. But I'd imagine we'd lose a couple, you know. Like, I know we'd lose the kind of face value ones, like Lagerbielke and all that stuff will probably head out the door, that's fair to say. But if we lose the big ones, like your Rios and O'Reillys, then yeah, we would 100% need to reinvest. Like, that's not even an option. That's exactly what I'm thinking, man. It's the one good thing. Perfect time for that to happen. It's the one good thing about that happening, to be honest. Like, we have him on another 4-year deal kind of thing, so when you look at it like that, it's fine, I guess. But the thing is, people don't really care about contracts. Like, players have all the power nowadays, man. It doesn't matter if you have a player on a 5-year, 10-year, fucking 50-year contract. They could just choose to walk. If you want a perfect example, look at Kylian Mbappe. Signed like a 6-7 year extension. He got a stake in PSG, ownership rights and everything, and he still walks a season later because he doesn't like the club. If there's a reason for a player to move and they feel like they want to, they will, because they can force it, because players have way too much power nowadays. So if O'Reilly genuinely wanted to get out of Celtic and a good enough offer came, he could force it, because he would just simply say, right, I'm not playing then, because that's what players do. It's not like 30 years ago, Chief, where you stuck to what was on the paper. People can chop and change, and it's a bit of a dick thing. It sucks, but it's the sport. If they give us a good buyout for that contract, then maybe we're talking. Like, say they offer us 25 million on base, and then like 5-10 million for the actual contract itself, then yeah, I'd say a 35 million deal would be pretty respectable. I'd say that's one that's worth taking. But I don't honestly see him being sold for that much, because, I mean, Jota had 3 seasons of consistent performances. Well, I mean, obviously the loan season, the season after it, and then a little bit into, you know, before he left for Saudi Arabia. But that will probably be along the same lines of what O'Reilly will do. He's had his stable season last season. He's had his really good up and coming consistent season this season. So it'll be a case of what he does over the course of summer. I think, are the Danish in the Euros? If he makes that squad, then there's a case there, I suppose. You have to look at it at face value. There's a bunch of things that we can do if we get that money in, you know what I mean? Immediately I'd be looking to bring in some of the bigger players. I'd go for a John McGinn for Aston Villa personally, you know what I mean? But fuck it, bring home some of the boys that we wanted back in the day. Some of the bigger targets. Because if you think about it, man, John McGinn would be perfect for Celtic's lineup, or even a Scott McTominay. I mean, Man United are genuinely looking to potentially get rid of him despite all the shit he's done this season. He would be fucking ideal for us. Granted, his wages would be massive, but I mean, if Celtic are starting to sell players for 30 odd million every season, we can afford it. I mean, realistically, it won't happen. I'll be confident enough to tell you that right now. We'll probably just sign a bunch of odds and ends for random leagues and hope for the best. Because that's usually what we do. Oi, oi, oi. You just seen that clip? Someone was mentioning it just before the game kicked off, man, that's brilliant. I love how it's showing all the other stuff. I've got stuff to do after this. Like, I'll have to end the stream relatively quick after I'm done because I've got a dinner that I'm attending for my mother's birthday and all that good stuff, so... It's just showing the highlights of the game over again. Sorry, I wasn't speaking there, I was just seeing the goals. That O'Reilly finish was genuinely really nice, by the way. And then it shows that Welsh clip literally a second later. Like, yep, that's basically Celtic summed up. Brilliant attacking followed by really shit defending. Seems to be the theme. We've got about 3 minutes until we're on the way. Son's the greatest wind-up merchant of all time. At least in terms of Scottish pundits, yeah, I'd say so. I loved what he was saying about Norwich because they got fucking hammered. What was it, like 5-0? In their playoff semi-final, and Sutton was basically just sitting there going, yeah, Norwich don't deserve to go through, they're absolutely shit, and you're just like... Not many people say it like him, you know, give him credit where it's due. There's a couple of good ones. I think that's what I like McCoist. See, if you're going for like a Rangers perspective, I really like McCoist because at the very least he's funny. You know what I mean? You can tell he does like the game, he cares. Like Boyd and Miller will just run their mouth off for the sake of running it off, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But McCoist actually knows what he's talking about. And I still love the clip. One of my favourite clips of football this season isn't even a football clip. It's McCoist standing in the stadium, I think at Rennes, when they were playing Arsenal or something. I don't even remember. Oh, Aston Villa actually, I think it was. And you hear Hale's bells come on and you see his reaction. He's like, yes, I remember seeing this back in 1982. And you're just like, oh my god, man. He's just an old man. You can't help but like him. You know, as much as he's a Rangers legend, I see him more as a Scottish one. He's just funny. It's like the one guy that I actually do tolerate. But I do love Sutton. Sutton's funny as fuck. Hartson's a good pundit as well. Lennon's sensible, you know, he's not really that biased. Got a couple of good other ones as well I can take, like, I mean, Petrov, he's a good one, like, he comes on as well actually, to be fair. But boys are coming out for the second half, so we'll go back to this screen, so when it kicks off you do not miss a moment. But thank you for helping me get to the sub goal already, by the way, before half time. That's very, very cool. Second half's just a Casey hopefully doing what's... Oh, that's nice, the tifo for Hart. Super Joe Hart. Nothing super about his performance today, but hopefully that spurs him on to have a brilliant second half. That is a fucking excellent tifo, by the way. I love that, man. You can tell. Oh, fucking yes, sir. Go on, my son. Have a good second half. See it off and still, big man. I fucking love that. You can tell he appreciates that so much. When you consider the fact that, like, teams like Burnley, they would never do anything like this for him if he retired there. I think he's glad that he got out and came to a team like Celtic, because look at him. He's trying not to tear up. Fucking hell, man. You focus on the game for now, big man. You can celebrate afterwards. You've done us a good service, Chief. Despite all the shit I may say about you, you're a good fella. Now fucking see it out in style, big man. Have a good half. Love to see that, man. I would love to see him stay on as a coach, by the way. He'd be a fucking excellent coach, like what we did with Kolo Toure. Yeah, I would honestly take that. If he wants to, I would 100% take that. I think he would as well, because judging by his reaction, he was very, very happy there. Now let's kick some ass. Back into them, boys. Second half is officially under fucking way. Come on, boys. Get into them. No faff, no fuss, no bullshit. McGregor's immediately trying to look for those quick passes out. But we're just going to play it slow from the get-go and see where we can go for this. The Celtic have a team to compete in the Champions group stages this year. Is Scottish football improving? Right now, no. I would be fully honest and say, like, I mean, I know it's a league table for the Champions League next season out of 32 teams, so I'd imagine we'd finish probably about 20th right now. We're not the worst, but we're certainly not the best. Oh, there's a big mistake for the back already. Hemmings nearly fucked it. It's going to bounce out for a throw-in. It should be a throw-in for us, although it's been given St Mirren's way, but Kuhn nearly got in front of his man there. Wee German came out the gate trying to cause some problems, and it nearly worked out. It's a brilliant ball in behind it, just about. Oh, so unlucky for him, man. Cuts back to Hart and he's trying to get himself back in order, man. You can tell that's like, maybe do that tifo at the start of the game or after it, you know, not when he's in the middle and it can mess with his head. I mean, I love it, do not get me wrong, but deserves all the praise, man. The flares going off in the corner as well. Yes, I love to see it, man. We absolutely love to see it. So Mirren do have a throw-in just inside their own half, roughly. That's good. Well won by Hatate, although not really dealt with by the Japanese men. And there's a chance for St Mirren to break here if they're quick enough, but they opt to just play it back instead, which in hindsight might have probably been the safer play. Switched and sent forward. There's a chase on, but it's easily going to be gathered by Hart. And there's a wee sea of waves as he touches the ball. We love to see that as well. Good stuff. McGregor just goes for the switch across from Nowitzki. Good switch back, keeps it stable. Nice from Hart. Keeps maybe not the pass, but it should be gathered and dealt with quite comfortably. Could bounce anywhere. O'Reilly's just snatched it up. That's a brilliant take for Kuhn, by the way. I think Kyogo's about 14 miles offside at the very least there, but for now the flag stays down and eventually goes up. For the offside, yeah, I mean, if I could see that 30 seconds ago, you probably should have blown the whistle straight away. Hart's really choked up about it. Honestly, I would be too. Like, when you think about it, man, that guy was put through hell when he was booted out of Man City. I don't think he was expecting to ever end up at a club that would give him a tifo like that as a send-off. That's what Celtic does better than any other club in the world. We might fucking gear players stick, but it's for good reason. And end up in jail with Harry Kane as Spurs for real. That's good for St Mirren, actually. Keep it under control. He's going to go back to the goalkeeper. He'll send it high, looking for a run down that left hand side, but not a single St Mirren soul tried to run forward for that one there. There's a bit more of an intensity about the atmosphere now. You shot at the score, you thought Celtic would win 4-0. When you look at our team, mate, it makes more sense. We don't have our two main centre backs or our right back, you know. Taylor's the only one that's starting that's there, with the exception of Hart. Our midfield's the same, but then you go up to the front and it's relatively changed as well. Palmer, and that's back in the lineup. It's not exactly a full strength squad, and again, a penalty and a miscleared header is basically the only reason St Mirren are in this game at all, and it's nearly 3-2 Celtic, but it's volleyed out for another corner. Good block by Boyd Munce, and I think it's near post there, just about, sticks his leg out in the nick of time. Another corner kick for us. Have you kept an eye on the other game, guys? Because your team's not really doing the best against Hearts right now either. That's a great ball in for Palmer, headed up and over. I think that's another corner. It was Fraser that time that got it clear. Palmer once again sets up and goes a goal. How's the game been? The first half's been pretty intense, to be fair, guys. It's been side to side. St Mirren have had moments, but Celtic definitely don't deserve to be drawing. But give credit to St Mirren because their defence has been good at times. Is the EFL format changing too? Will there be as many group games in the EL as the... Yeah, every format from Champions League to ECL will change to table format. It's so that more teams can get more money and more matches can be played, so that the Champions League people can make more money as well. UEFA work like that. Big chance, headed down, cleared away by St Mirren though. Fucking hell, man. Few really good corners in a row, but again, the effectiveness rate isn't great. That's lovely for Palmer, still has it. Lovely through ball as well, still kept it under control. Brilliant touch, Kyogo! Oh, that would have been a stunning goal! Oh, even Kyogo's reaction, he knows that team goal would have been absolutely fucking insane. The footwork for Luis Palmer there was amazing. That's unlucky. We do have another set piece and the Endurance step him up to swing it in. Let's see where we go with this one. This one's another sort of near post, headed away or cleared away. It's shot back in, it's spilled by Hemmings. And I think they pulled it back for something anyway. I imagine there's a foul in the box or something, I'm not too sure, but it was a great hit by Hatate, but Hemmings wasn't taking too many risks. Fair enough, guys, fair enough. I mean, Shanklin, I know he's the one that scored against you. Palmer's played well. Yeah, Palmer, he's grown into the game. That shot for Kyogo was so unlucky as well, because it was perfect. Brilliant touch in, and it was the right idea to try and dink it over the keeper, but Hemmings just had the correct reaction. It's probably one of the few players that deserve a bit of credit for St Mirren today, honestly, because St Mirren started well, but they've kind of faded out over the last half an hour of football, I'd say, with the exception of their back line. Good move. Could keep it under control. Drawn 1-1 now, well, there you go. You're doing what we're doing then, guys. You're just having like really weird first halves and then following them up with okay second ones. Because you did that against Dundee not too long ago, right? Nice. Should be a throw-in for St Mirren now. As a throw-in for St Mirren. Come on, boys. Roger's just taking notes. We love to see it. Oh, fucking fabulous, guys. We love to see it, man. We love to see it. Great start to the weekend for you then, eh? Well, Hemmings will swing this one as high as he can. That just could be a threat, but it's going to be dealt with by a Celtic shot, although could be awkward. Palmer's on the chase against Beaumont. And does very well indeed actually to cause some pressure there. There is a score update and that would be the equaliser. McCausland, aye. Fair play. Did McCausland get Young Player of the Season for you guys? I hope he did, because he was probably the only one that's actually good. Prasima certainly will have to see. How you doing, Phoenix? Hope you're well. Oh, it's 1-1, yeah, it is indeed, Alan. Draws all across the board. We'll have to see it. That's a good break in behind. Lovely ball. Good touch. Good take. Doesn't necessarily work out, but we can move with that one and maybe cause a problem down that left-hand side. Here's Palma again. Bomono's up to mark him. Doesn't quite cover him. Ball into the box is good, but no one in our Celtic shots made that run. Not the greatest touch ever, to be honest with you, from Ralston, but it does keep with it. Lovely 1-2 stuff between Kyogo. Really good stuff between Kyogo there, actually. Lovely 1-2 touch, but it's going to be dealt with by St Mirren in the end. We've won the ball back just about 40 yards from goal. Lovely, just false touch for Riley. Down that right hand side, go on, move it. Does get it down the right hand side. There's a ball in behind there if he can get there. Does hit it into his man, and Gogic will just about clear it away. Corner kick. 18 years old, fucking hell. That cat's hanging on for dear life. Respectfully, I mean, fair play to the thing. The oldest cat that I ever knew was like 14. Aye, about 14. There's another ball into the box. Oh, Kyogo was up early. If he jumped a tad later, he maybe would have got on the end of that. It was the right idea. It's the first ball we've sent to the back stick. Cats are just territorial, to be fair. They just like to mark sense, it's their thing. They're very old for a cat, that's what I was thinking. Would it be a Norwegian forest cat? Because they're the only ones that I know that live for pure long, or is it like a calico? Sent forward by Hennings. Good header on by Ralston, but again Gogic will be first to that one. Don't really see Kyogo winning too many physical headers against the big man. So I'm more than happy to just kind of throw it up into our area and see what sticks. It should be a foul, right? Kyogo's just been bodied there, yeah. It's not like a bad foul, it's just Gogic kind of stepped in under his man and took his out. Well, I mean, he landed a bit weird as well. Kyogo might hurt his back. Yeah, it's just a loose elbow. Bring on Forrest. Yeah, it might be time for that. Maybe if Kuhn doesn't grow into the game over the next, I'd say 5-10 minutes, might be the play. Oh, she's a dwarf. Well, there you go. Nowitzki. Played out to the left hand side. Palma. Lovely ball. Oh, it is actually fairly dealt with by Bomono, and it'll be a foul. Can't really argue with that one, but it is what it is. Palmer just having some words. It's going to be a long punt from Hemmings. I'd be surprised if it was anything else. It's basically been their tactic. Swing it as high in as possible and hope for the best. It's doable for sure, but we need to kind of win that knock on. The first one is going to be won by a St Mirren body though. And again by St Mirren, it's just not closed down quick enough. And again, not closed down quick enough. They're like marking their men correctly, but they're not sticking legs in at the right time. There's a ball in for St Mirren. Chance for them to do something here. Whipped across, it's going to take a bounce. They're obviously going to claim handball. Although O'Reilly's saying that his arms were behind his back and his body was in a natural position. I think even the referee agrees with that one because they've just waved it on. O'Reilly just looks pissed off if anything because he's like, what am I supposed to do there? And yeah, even the referee's saying, he's like, mate, he's put his arm into his body, can't complain about it, play on. I respect that. No faff, no bullshit, just straight on. Bacchus is going to swing in the long throw though, and it worked the last time. This is what we need to remember. It's not as if the danger is clear yet. Hit it up, not really dealt with. St Mirren have a chance. They've had a crack, but it's always just going to go past the near post. Thankfully for us anyway. He's 20 years old, fucking hell. Jesus Christ, Scott, maybe consider putting her in for the Guinness Book of World Records, because she can't be too far off. That'll probably be it then. Long throws are causing them problems. Yeah, genuinely, it's the same as set pieces or crosses, to be fair. Like, we're just not good when it comes to defending those high into the ball or into the box scenarios, especially if it's a high ball, because most of them are comfortable in the feet. You know, if the ball comes into their feet, they can take a touch, control it, but if you ask them to take it on their chest or header it clear, more often than not they'll just pop it as far out as possible. They don't actually try and look for out passes, which is fine sometimes, but when it's a team like St Mirren that has physical power, you don't want to let the ball bounce. There's a good chance for Taylor. Doesn't really deal with it well, but no one in particular is getting control of it. It's just loose pass after loose pass from both sides, and I think there's going to be a foul given. I think for another foul there. McGregor is not happy because he did win the ball, but he did go through the back of his man to get it. You have to look it up. Got to give us thoughts are causing us problems. I mean, they've been the third best team in the league, right? Best of the rest. Celtic getting a lot of corners. Welsh just scoring 18, 10 to 2 or more, 150 to 1. Oof. Well, I mean, Welsh is more likely to score in his own net right now, to be honest with you, Pat. Oh, there you go then, Scott. Wouldn't be a bad shout. Oh, that's bad. St Mirren are in here. What a fucking tackle! Nowitzki, you beautiful bastard. That could have been fucking bad for us. Once again, Welsh just lets his man through. Does not mark him, and Nowitzki covers so well there. That's the tackle of the season. I am not fucking kidding you when I say that. That is a brilliant dangling leg. He fucks it up. It's another penalty, but it's just about right. Welsh needs to be taken off respectfully. That's twice he's been bested in the last 2 minutes from a simple fucking tap in behind. Corner kick for St Mirren, headed away by McGregor. But again, nowhere near out. Just straight to the first body in red they can. Swung in high towards the back stick. Hart's just going to run out to cover the space and he'll just let it bounce. But could have been awkward for us for real there. Welsh is definitely a change I would recommend making fast. Maybe not even for a Carter Vickers, but for a Scales or something, yes. As much as he's from my hometown and I want to be like, yes man, Coatbridge kid, represent. Not when he's playing like this. Good stuff for Welsh though, gets it under control. Can he spread the pass in? Lovely. McGregor doesn't really control the ball well from the first time, but does at least force it up to make St Mirren have to clear the lines. It's a good take, and once it... Welsh, mate, can you fucking do something, man? Loses his man again. He's been brought down. I'm not sure that's going to be a penalty because he just fell over. Ralston kind of tells him, get up, but he looks over at Welsh as if to say, yo, why are you letting him through? That is literally the third time in 5 minutes that Welsh hasn't been able to mark Olasanya out the game, and Ralston just bodies him, just makes sure that he's got in the way. Piss poor for Welsh though, man. What's happening to you, fella? Ralston's not happy, and Welsh is now down holding his fucking lung. Respectfully, lads, you're not having a good game. He's getting bodied by that Olasanya fella, and it's not as if it's even that much of a problem. Yeah, that's definitely not a penalty, by the way. They're showing it for all angles, but there's nothing there. Ralston's going to battle someone, so he does not look happy. He's having words with the referee, but I think the referee's just assuring him, look, it's not a penalty. Scales is getting warmed up. I've seen Scales getting warmed up, and there's a Wata as well, so I think Scales might be one of the changes. Let's go. I don't need to sit there and see some horrible ass defending now. Looks like it's going to be Scales, Awata and Ida to come on, which is interesting. It's not as if Kyogo's had a bad game, but Scales is staying down. He's holding underneath his arm, so either something to do with a muscle in here, or I'm honestly not too sure. I could not tell you. Captain helps him up to his feet. Time for some subs. I think so, Lizzie. I think so. yeah, mate, I just realised he's dislocated his fucking shoulder. The back part of his shoulder sagged right down. He's dislocated his fucking shoulder, man. Alright, I mean, don't get me wrong, I get Welsh was having a bad game, but I didn't want to wish harm on him to get him, for fuck's sake. I wish him a speedy recovery, but it looks like he will be full staff. Oh yeah, man, his shoulder's drooped. It's the ballast in the back of his shoulder, it's sagged, he's, yeah. You watching the boxing tonight? You talking about Fury and Usyk? Probably not, because it's my mom's birthday and priorities. Thank you to everyone subscribed, very cool by the way, 1269, funny number. Well, there are the changes. It's going to be Welsh, Kyogo and Hatate to leave the pitch, Scales, Ida and Iwata to come on. Scales for Welsh, Ida for Kyogo, Iwata for Hatate. Honestly thought it would have been the captain to take a break, but nonetheless we move. But Welsh doesn't look in good nick, man. I'm not even sure what had happened, like, maybe it just landed weird. But that is going to be Liam's Scales, so we move. I'm not really sure how that one goes, to be fair, man. I think Fury wins it, I'll be real, but Usyk's a good fighter, he can do damage, and I think it's either it ends in 3 rounds or it goes all the way and Fury wins. Usyk's a power hitter, man. He comes out fast and that's about the extent of it. So if I'm a betting man, I would probably say Fury if it goes longer than 3. Some changes for St Mirren getting ready to come on as well, and one of the changes has actually been one of their better players, at least one of the ones that's caused us physical problems. It looks like it's Alisanya that's getting ready to take his leave. It could be Taylor as well actually. Oh, it is Taylor that's coming off, oh my bad. Well, it's Taylor and Blamono that's coming off, and it's going to be Dunn, or Dunn and Strain by the looks of it. That is right, okay, Dunn and Strain are the other 2 changes, they're the official ones brought on. We move, that's not horrible. At least it's not an offensive change, so they're probably prioritising to sit in and then try and break when they can. There's not too much time, about 2/3 of this game been and gone. So when you look at it like that, it's not so bad. Ball switched across, Hart's going to be put under some pressure. He doesn't keep it in, I don't think he did anyway. Apparently did. And we've given the ball away. It should be a Celtic throw-in though. Did take a nick off a St Mirren man, so we have that working on our advantage. Big Idol. Let's go. I think we've probably just brought Idol on for the sake of just, if we go for high crosses, we have a big man that can get on the end of them at the very least. Swung in behind. Gogic is just going to pop that one away for a quick Celtic throw in. We do have it on the edge of the box though, so there is potential for some damage. Well gathered by Ralston. Let's see where he goes with this one. Back towards his man. Nowitzki and Scales have switched positions. Scales is playing as left centre back for those that are curious. Nowitzki's now on the right. Here's Kuhn, lovely ball in behind, and it's a good taking touch, although not really the greatest second one from O'Reilly. It just pops up off his body. Gathered by Liam Scales though. From the kind of awkwardish St Mirren clearance, we can deal with this one a bit faster, move it quicker lads. Eventually picks the pass, McGregor. To Greg Taylor. Palmer cuts it in behind. Taylor's going to have to swing this first time. Does try and it's blocked and should just bounce out for a good old inevitable. Scales will score the winner. Maybe. I would love to see it, to be honest with you. It'd be a nice way for it to happen, but honestly, if there's a goal coming for anyone right now, I'd say Palmer. Palmer's like, he's grown into the game as it's gone on, so maybe just a loose off the ball run and we're good. That's a lovely ball. Nice, played into space. Here's O'Reilly, tries to cut it in behind for Ida, but there was nowhere near enough power on that ball. Scales will be forced to chase it back again, gets it just about in the halfway line, and we can go forward once more. Taylor to Palmer, back towards Taylor. Scales plays it safe, just goes for Joe Hart instead, and we'll try and build from the back. St Mirren kind of engaging that high line press. which is the first time we've really seen them do it this match actually, which is interesting. But they seem to have a game plan in motion. That's brilliant from Kuniceli's man a dream though, and he's away to try and make it a nightmare. Kuhn into the box, lovely cross, but again just too close to the goalkeeper. The final product lets us down just one more time. It's unlucky for the German. The break in behind to get past his man was stunning. Sold his man a dream there, that was beautiful, but didn't really follow up with the greatest cross of all time. Again, said it a few times now, right idea, poor execution. Swung forward by Hemmings. It's actually fallen straight into the feet of Olasanya, and he'll be able to take that one under control. Here's Strain. Wants to play it safe, although he's under some pressure now. They clearly went out of play, right? They do get the call right eventually as a throw-in for us. His final pass is piss. I wouldn't even really say that. Like, I think he was trying to pop it up high towards the edge of the 6 for O'Reilly to run onto, but didn't necessarily work out. It's going to happen. Not every cross is going to hit its target, but the break in behind you can respect. Although that pass was fucking woeful. It's cleared away by St Mirren. Good touch for Awata to keep that under control. Gets the pass away. Lovely feet for O'Reilly to try and force the pass in behind, but once again they deal with it. Dunn gets the touch away. Gogic is more than happy to mark his man out. Dunn's got it again, sends it high and past everyone for a Celtic throw-in. So far so good, boys. We're still firmly on course. Switch the cross forward. Scales. Nice. Okay, here's Taylor. Inside for his man, they can do something with it, rolls it across. There's options there for Scales, takes it quickly. 20 minutes left in this game. We have to start considering going a bit more offensive now. Maybe make some changes in that sense. I'd probably recommend Maeda and Forrest being those two changes. Or Maeda or Forrest, I should say. It's a good break from Awata. Lovely ball out towards Palmer. Honduran keeps himself on his feet well there, good stuff, and rolled across, nice. Out towards the big bricky, Ralston rolls it back for Nowitzki. Scales can move this one. Opts to play it back out towards the left hand side. We're just going side to side a little bit now. Ball into the box was half-hearted at best from Ida, but right idea. And apparently one of our Celtic players has just stopped entirely. It looks like he got caught in the face. There's a chance for St Mirren here. They still have it inside our box. It's not great from Scales defensively. The shot's just not really good enough either though from Olasanya, and we'll be able to just calm ourselves down. God, the first half had to get on the skates for the second. How we're playing now. We're playing much better in the second half. Cantwell's just scored to make it 2-1 to Rangers in the 69th minute. That is ironic as fuck. We'll love to see it though. Fair enough to them, at least they maybe get something there. But yeah, it's been an interesting second half, guys, because we've been still very much the better team. But we've had a couple of big chances, a couple of good saves for Hemmings, and besides that, it's the final ball. It's just the final ball for us right now. We have brought on some changes. Ida's on for Kyogo, and we've got a couple of defensive ones. Welsh has been taken off. He came off with a fucked shoulder. I think he broke his... He's either a dislocated shoulder or he's broke his arm. That's a decent cut back. Oh, that was nearly a big mistake for Gogic. He's on the edge of the area. There's a shot from us. It's going to take a deflection. It should be a corner. Not sure if it's a corner, actually. I'm not 100% sure, but Ralston was the one that swung at it. Oof, no, it was just a really bad shot. Jesus Christ, man. I think that would have deflected. 2-1 to use. Yes, it is indeed. Told you guys, team of two halves. Just ran over it, David. Okay, to some aspect. I feel like we could have played a lot better, at the very least on the offensive end, because we've had a couple of good opportunities wasted now. But it's not to disrespect St Mirren at all. Like, St Mirren have defended very well at times. They've made a couple of really good blocks, and their keeper's made some good saves when he's had to, so they deserve to still be somewhat in the game. However, it'd be a a bit of a disservice to say that they deserve to have 2 goals because they have done basically nothing. They've had half opportunities at best. One big opportunity in the first half, one big opportunity in the second, and yet both of their goals came in the first. Just really stupid defensive moments, I guess, that put us in this situation. But it's not bad. There's still like 15 minutes and then whatever's left of added time on top of it. And of course, as soon as I say that, there's a... Oh wait, is that Olasanya going down holding his arm now? Interesting. Couldn't Palmer provide little other than that frustration. Well, Palmer's grown into the game. Kuhn's had moments, but honestly, Maeda would make sense for those off the ball runs, and it would just be nice to have Forrest on because he deserves to play the final league game of the season. 2-2 with Celtic. Aye, I know, it's weird, isn't it? St Mirren a whack. Well, there is one of those changes that I was talking about at the start of the game. Mikael Mandron is going to come on. There's going to be Olasanya coming off, who actually has caused them some problems this game. Long's left just about the back end, about 15 minutes. Then whatever's left of additional time on top of that. Grant Adams, thank you very much for the sub, man. Very much appreciated. Very cool, very perk. We love to see it. That's us at 12.70, so the sub goal for now is hit. We love to see it. St Mirren swing the ball in. That's not really dealt with by anyone, but... Oh shit, Kuhn's just, if anything, yeah, he's made that easier for St Mirren to claim the ball back. Ball in, that's offside if he did touch it, so I think he left it in hindsight and just decided to give it away for a goal kick instead. O'Hara scored a double at both Ibrox and Celtic Park. Maybe he's someone we should look at. I don't know how old O'Hara is. I'm pretty sure he's in his late 20s, early 30s. You saying this country ain't special, Neverworld? What are you saying, virtual mate? We love to see it though. At least you're enjoying your weekend. That's what we love to see. Scales. Fornovritsky, good ball. We need to start looking for more offensive options, boys. Side to side isn't exactly what I want to see at this stage in the game. Oh, the weather is absolutely banging out there for real. And I'm a dumbass that decides to wear all black. But we moved. It's good work for Golic to cause some pressure there, but... Well, that's not the change I was expecting, but McGregor's going to be the one coming off. Joe Hart's going to take the captain's armband to see this game out, which is quite fun naturally. We love to see it. But McGregor is going to come off. Bernardo's going to come on. Rounds of applause all around. Good game for the skipper. Growing into it after that mistake to give St Mirren their first goal. He's been basically pitch perfect in the midfield, so we can't fault it. It's going to be Paulo Bernardo coming on to just do what's necessary. It's about 20 degrees roughly right now. I mean, on my PC temperature thing, it's 20 degrees where I am. But Bernardo is on, so... Roughly, yeah, genuinely. Hearts 1, Rangers 2, that is very much the case. Very much the case for them. But that's not the game we're focusing on, because it doesn't really matter what happens in that game. Realistically, that is what we go. So we move. McGregor's off though, so it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. We've got about 10 minutes, I'd say, over the next 5 or so. Celtic will probably still do the same sort of side-to-side stuff. As probably when the last 5 minutes added time comes in that we'll just start throwing the ball forward, looking for anything. That could have been slack for Bernardo. Does just about get any space. It's not the greatest clearance away, and St Mirren can break here. Good steal, good move, and we can make it work. Ball over the top isn't exactly the greatest though. And Palmer does cut out, but it's going to be another St Mirren throw-in. Pitch talk. How so, Tom? How so? What's pitch about it? Looks like St Mirren are gearing up to have another change come on late on. They got like 3 down that right hand side actually. They can do something with this. But in the end, once again, blocked away by Palmer. He's done a lot of that this game, dropping back and covering those spaces, trying to cause some problems, but not really much else to say besides that. I can't say I recognise who the number 8 is, honestly. My brain switched off, but yeah. A couple of changes for them. I think it's Boyd Muntz that's getting ready to head off. Who's the other one? I think it's McManaman. It will be, and it'll be Flynn and Jameson. Jameson's, that's the fucking name of the guy that will be coming on. So this is an interesting one because it's 2 midfield change. Well, actually, not really a midfield change, like a midfield and a centre forward. I think that will be the game plan for Jameson, just to kind of hang off the back end of someone like Scales and see if he can get an off the ball run. When it was winter, it's almost 25 degrees. Oh yeah, I'm in Australia, Southern Hemisphere, man. I'd die out there. Ball's played in. No, it could have been awkward, but it's headed away. Well, not headed away, but flicked away, I think, in the end by Nowitzki. Still very much in our area, though. It's not really that good. Gogic has got it. He'll roll it back out towards the right-hand side, and there could be a break up that area. Swung high into the box, headed away, just about dealt with. Good stuff. Sent forward, there could be a break on in behind. There was a chase on for Ira, could have done a bit more with it. Doesn't necessarily work out as intended though. Sent high and forward, there's a break on. For St Mirren, if they can get that over the top, nearly did actually work out for them as well. Flynn's at the end of it all to kind of gather it, rolled out towards that right hand side. Good take and touch, and they've sent it high again. Could have been much worse for us. Taylor really didn't mark his man all that convincingly. Oh, for Matthews Nascimento, no, that would be worthwhile. It's 3-1 Rangers. Hearts. Fabio Silva's just killed the game dead there. Moral victory. I'm going to get better for that price than to sit on the bench and be sitting for no. I don't think he's worth 5 million, mate. I'll be honest with you. Like 2 or 3 would be worthwhile. That's a big chance for St Mirren. Oh my god. Once again, try to claim handball for something that came off his chest, but we move. Scales is literally laughing about it. Let's take a gander. Yeah, arm into the side and everything, so yeah, can't really fault that one at all. It's going to be another corner kick for St Mirren. Growing into the game, the Paisley boys are trying their best to force the issue. 2.5 at most, yeah, I'm on board with that. 3 of you pushing it. But anything more than that for a substitute striker isn't worth it to me. It looks like they're going to do offloading runs here. Swung in. Scales does get that one further away this time, and it'll be a chase on between, I think, Flynn and Taylor. Taylor's going to keep some pressure alive. It's going to be played back to Hemmings, and they'll just swing it higher, I imagine. Which is exactly the case, and that is a fucking piercing pass for the goalkeeper. St Mirren have it in the box. It's a massive chance. They should have scored. Jameson's just absolutely fucking messed that up big style. Wow. Hart grabs onto that ball fucking gratefully, but Jesus Christ. Would be a toss-up. I think it would have probably been offside. It's a hard one to tell, but that was poor for Jameson anyway, my god. That's the problem. Will cost why it should be worth, and there's no exactly brilliant. Yeah, that's probably the best way to sum up. We've got a bunch of backup strikers already. Ralston stayed down this time. Very stop and start. Hearts 2-3. Well, there you go. If they're back in the game, fair play to them. Can't fault it. Can't fault it. Well, Ralston's back on his feet, which is good to see. The last thing we needed was someone else having to go off because of an injury. He's holding the side of his head though. Yeah, like when the pressure's off us, we just do not perform at all for whatever reason. It's kind of dumb actually, but you put us under pressure and we're somewhat okay. So far so good that. But towards that right hand side, let's see where we go with this one. Ralston has to go back with it eventually. Navritsky's just going to roll that for Hart. Nice ball out actually, if we can do something with that. Should have been a throw in for us, and it is a throw in for us. Keep it rolling and we move. I think Ira's Gukamaka. Oh, for fuck, David, no man. He's not a 20 mil. He's not even a 2 million fucking player. Get a grab, man, respectfully. He's a fucking flop at Norwich. You think he's worth 20 million? Who's your man of the match? Right now, as it stands, I would say Taylor. And I know that sounds weird to say, but Taylor has been genuinely very good this game. He's taken a lot of physical challenges. He's played in some fucking excellent crosses, might add, on top of that as well, by the way. So I'd honestly give it to him. Like a friendly game. Yeah, it feels like that, David. Also going to get a third. Probably not. Now is not the time to stop fucking lagging, you cunt. Respectfully. Stop. There's that meander at the back that we're all so familiar with. Let's go. There could be a break here. There really could be a break here. That right hand side's opening up. That's not the pass. It's not nowhere near enough power, but we can maybe still do something with it. Come on. Stop trying to be fancy and shoot the fucking thing. Stop passing around, man. Fucking coursing lags is everything has to go wrong all in unison, doesn't it? Fucking joke. There's a, oh please cuts it in. No, inside for Palmer, please. Palmer! Palmer! Yes! 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 That was a bad goal, but we fucking take it. Why did that defender just leave Palmer alone? I don't know, but boys, the late show again. Let's fucking go! Oh my god, that is a brilliant ball for Ralston, but the defence was piss poor again. It's just a story of bad defending, this one. Lovely finish for Palmer at the end of it all, but boys, we win these again. Get it around them. Let's go. I told you Palmer would be the next one to score, by the way. I should really start betting. I'd be fucking good at this. I told you he was the most likely to fucking score, and there we are. Back of the net, sticks it in. Get it right fucking up. Oh, that shoot. Oh, what? Oh, that's cool. Joe Hart gets his send-off. Joe Hart gets his send-off. That's nice. He's going to come off. For Scott Bain. No way. Gets hugs for everyone, even though he's still got another game to play after this, but it is his last league appearance, so man of the game, man of the people, can't fault it, can't take it away, fucking excellente. Thank you for your service, big man, thank you for your service. Might not have been the best goalkeeper this season, but it's hard to argue the fact that he's shown the passion, he's given it all. Ralston better than AJ. Interesting. It's not a bad take, but it's an interesting take. Just need to take it easy, not slip up. Mate, it's not as if we can slip it up for here, to be honest, you know. We can't lose the game for here, and mathematically the title's already secure. We're just taking it easy. You know we're ripping the piss when we're letting Hart take a walk off. It's just so he can get a standing ovation, see, because it's his last league game and he retires after this. This is his last league appearance as a goalkeeper. So, he deserves it. There was a tifo for him at half-time and everything, so I'm pretty sure that man's heart will be filled with green and white and joy. As it fucking should be. You can tell by the look on his face, he's quite happy. I mean, I'll tell you once we know how much stoppage time there is. He usually comes up after the 90th, Frankie. That is Celtic's final change. Scott Bain is on the pitch. It would be funny as fuck if he somehow finds a way to concede in 3 minutes. Ralston's arse has just been collapsed. There we go. Love to see it. Get back on your feet, big man. Respectfully. Yeah, Mandron just... Oh, it's the knee as he comes down, actually. Aye, that's right in the muscle. Fuck's sake. Ralston man of the match. That's an interesting one, David. I wouldn't say it would be a bad call, but... couple of good moments. I would honestly make a case for Nowitzki as well. Just for that tackle alone. Well, that tackle was fucking insane. But we keep going as of now. Celtic 3, St Mirren 2. Less than a few minutes left with whatever additional stoppage time there is. I'll let you know in about 30 seconds. That should be a foul, right? Well, apparently either can just get decked and nothing's going to be given. That's fair enough. Palmer throws himself in the way. That's brilliant. I love that. Passion merchant. We'll love to see it. Oh, I love a brick and all. Ralston's a baller, man. I don't give a shit what anyone says. He's my type of right back. Solid, no nonsense, no faff, no fuss. Doesn't try and do any fancy skill moves. Gets a good cross in. Just keeps his head down. That's why he's called a bricky. Classic label, man. Type of players that we need more of at this club, if you ask me. Maybe with a bit more talent, admittedly, but still, you love the passion. Speaking of the bricky, there's a ball over the top, and it's the right idea, but the whistle has gone. There is no additional time. I really thought there would have been additional time just for the sake of it. But boys, we wrap it up in style. A late winner from the beautiful Honduran man himself, Luis Palma, and on either end of some really good goals, by the way. Matt O'Reilly did what's necessary to get the goal scoring underway after a Matt O'Hara opener. Of course, it wasn't exactly that convincing afterwards, because then straight after that we went 2-1 down, but got back into that after a Furuhashi equaliser. And then Palma, right at the end of the game. It's Joe Hart's last appearance. We love to see it. We love to absolutely see it. But boys, we wrap it up in style. Putting it on in style. Piling on the agony. Whatever you want to use the phrase is. We win the league. We win these. Beautiful stuff. You know the drill. If you're new here, I'm about to scream very loudly, so I'll give you warning now. Match gone? Nah, no, we'd be more than comfortable. So I'm about to scream very loud. You know the drill. If you want to do things, I'd turn it down. But, gentlemen, for the victory, for the win, for the league, for the title, for all of the guts and glory, for all the vibes, and for the fact that Celtic are the best goddamn fucking team on the planet. Fucking yes, sir! Get around, jeez! We don't lose games, we don't lose them, we only minorly inconvenience ourselves. The only reason St Mirren were in that game was because of our mistakes. But we win! We win! We win! We win again. We keep it going. We end the season and still, we've still got one more left. Yes, sir. We'll love to absolutely see it. All over Red Rover. Yes. Let the party begin. Yep, boys, Merchant City, get out there, enjoy yourselves, you know the drill. Enjoy your party, thank you very much, Scott. We'll love to see it. Score it ended 3-2, Celtic won at the end of the game. Lovely goal for Luis Palma off the edge of a Ralston cross. It was brilliant football all round, I have to say. Give St Mirren credit where it's due, because while they shouldn't have been in the game, they made it frustrating and they hung in there for as long as possible. But when it mattered, Luis Palma did what was necessary, and as you're not wrong, has just put in there one good old season away, and it's the Battle of Glasgow next weekend as well. That's right, we've got one more Glasgow derby to see the season off on the 25th, and that will be a very interesting one, because both teams have just won their games, I think 3-2 respectively, right? I'd imagine if we check the full-time scores, Rangers probably wouldn't have bottled it. It's still going, admittedly. Kelly are down to 10 men, but they're probably going to hold out for a 1-1. Yeah, it's hard to argue. I think Rangers probably deserve it just based on this Hingy stats. Doesn't really do anything for them. Give them credit where it's due. Very similar situation. St Mirren just made it frustrating. Hearts probably just made it frustrating for them. We get to lift the league. That's right. We're sticking around for the trophy lift, and then we bail. Lift the league today, the cup next week. I love the confidence. I absolutely love that, man. Champions again, ole, ole. Champions again, ole, ole. Let's fucking go, boys. We fucking deserved that, let's be honest. Good old comeback victory. It's the story of Celtic season. Very shit first half, okay-ish second half. We did what was necessary, got the win. I'm happy, I'm pleased. Very pleased indeed. So we can spot this as a celebratory thing. What one's the correct screen? I believe it's this one. Yes. Spark up, boys. If you have a cigarette or if you have a whiskey, I would get it down you right now. But I'm pleased. Very fucking pleased. We also gained a couple of subscribers, which we always take. It's always nice to gain a couple. No problem at all, Virtual. You take it easy, man. We've got about 2 or 3 minutes, and then probably the trophy presentation and all that good stuff. We never fucking stop, exactly. I mean, it might not be the Postecoglou version of us anymore, but we still have a good version of us left entirely, so we take it. Ow. Anything can happen in a cup final, but even I think Celtic will win it. You never know, injuries could happen beforehand. Have a great day, everyone. See you next game. You take it easy, Alan. It's been a pleasure to have you, man. It's been a pleasure to have you. I don't know, is the trophy left on YouTube or not? Because if it's on YouTube, then I'll just probably end streams. You can go and watch the actual trophy lift itself. Like, I'm not honestly sure if it is, but if someone can let me know so I know if I have to stick around on it. Because I'm honestly not too sure. In fact, what I can do is I can look up from my phone, right? Let me just see. Yeah, there we go. Watch the full. It's on YouTube, lads. It's on. It's on YouTube, boys. What the fuck do you mean 3-3? Are you kidding me? Did Hearts get a last minute equaliser? No way! It gets better! What do you mean? And it has to be a Japanese man as well. They can't escape them. Go on, Tagawa. Oh, I can tell Tynecastle just lost their shit. They're going ballistic right now. I can tell you for a fact. So we win the league by even more of a comfortable margin. Splendid. Absolutely splendid. We'd love to see it. 18 times in 20 years, yeah. That really shows you the fucking dominance is well and truly there. Happy days. We're fucking pish. I feel so bad for you guys, I'll be honest. I'll be fully real. That is bad. Jesus Christ. I think that's my pal calling, so you're about to witness someone scream very loudly, but fucking hell. Mate, it gets better, it gets better. Take a look at this.
I've not made that's what I'm just phoning you for.
They fucked it, they fucked it.
Last kick to the body. Last kick to the body.
We'll love to see it. Man, we win it late and they lose it late. That's like best case scenario, man, best case scenario. You're already away on the sesh, fuck's sake. Jesus. Yes. What, oh, you've not got long until your performance, haven't you?
My dad's waiting on me at the train station.
Oh, well, there you go then. There you go. Not bad, not bad.
My dad and my mum have been in St. Louis for the first time in 8 years.
Fair enough. You take it easy, you're not wrong. You enjoy your weekend, Chief. But
what the fucking tell me?
yeah, that's what love to see it, man. I've got my mom's birthday done on like 2-3 hours.
Right, I'm going to go to the New Wash. We just about to get off this train. But I'll send you videos and shit, but I'll be too bladdered later on.
That's me, Alan Fell, mate. You enjoy yourself. Best of luck with the performance.
Seeing everybody coming off the train with their Celtic stuff on really fucking good to me.
Makes you happy in some sense. Yeah.
That's just about me.
Well, one more game left, mate. One more game left.
I shall see you later on. But
I'll catch you after. Yes, we'll love to see it. You take it easy, bro. In a bit. Fucking yes. Well, there you go. Or aren't push, can't wait to get rid of the dead weight. Well, there's a lot of dead weight to get rid of, to be fully honest. I'm sticking around for the trophy lift and then I'm boosting. That's the game plan, that's what we're doing. Because there ain't too much left. I mean, you can put it on YouTube as well. If you want to watch it alongside, you're more than welcome to do so. Or if you want to just leave entirely to watch the trophy day presentation, it's on Celtic's actual YouTube channel. We're just taking it easy for the last little part of this before we call it a day. Cuts around the stadium. If you don't see them wearing green and white, it's because it's just pure skin. We won by 8 points, bigger than the gap when Clemens took over. Basically, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's identical. Like, that is insane. But when you look at it, it's fair enough. Can't argue with it in the slightest. And what's better is that we go again next week, because we've obviously got the cup final, and then we've got some good friendly matches as well. I'll probably cover those friendly matches if there's time to, because obviously there's the Euros in between this, but that's the one that we're focusing on next week. 3 PM kickoff, the big one. I won't be on the live chat later on, guys. Mum's birthday dinner thing, so I'll be out there for most of the day. But chances are I won't be back until a little later on. It's, you know, Mum's birthday. I'm going to spend the day with her, mate. That's realistically how it goes. But yes, we'll love to see it. I think it's cutting around all the Celtic fans looking at their phones going, hold on a minute, Rangers just drew with Hearts. What's this? Love to see it, mate. Oh, guys, no problem. I'm just waiting for it to cut around to the North Cup to see if I can spot flash. That's your heading off, guys. You take it easy, brother. Unlucky with the league, mate. Maybe next season's your season. Fingers crossed for you, I guess. But that's the boys ready to walk out now, man. Let's go. Let's go. We'll love to see it. We'll love to see it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It'll be Hart. Oh, I'd imagine they'll let Hart lift the trophy alongside him. I think it would be disrespectful not to be honest. I'm very pleased. Very pleased with how this season's gone. And we still got one more trophy to win, that's the best part. Hopefully anyway, I'd be a bit shit with them, but it is what it is. We've already taken their league away from them. Treble off. I think they're just getting directions on what they're doing when they walk out there. So as a whole, boys, for those that are still here, what do you make of the season? It's a very, very big one, but what do you make of the season? Because holy shit, was that tense. Never, up until that game right there was never a point in time where you felt comfortable. Rangers could have won this league by 10 points, Celtic could have won this league by fucking 15 if we'd kept our form up for the start of the season. Right, respectfully boys, I've got places to be, so move. We got a trophy to see. So Rangers have dropped about 15 points since Christmas, give or take, yes. With the 2 Old Firm losses, they lost to Dundee, drew with Hearts and Motherwell as well actually, so yeah, roughly about 15-16 points. That is bad when you fucking think about that out loud. If they'd kept perfect, they would have won this title comfortably, but told you, the Old Firms always, no matter what, make and define a season. If you consider all the Old Firms, if Rangers had won a couple of those, it would have made the title race way more tense. And it would have made it even funnier, because if it did go to the final day, Celtic would have won the league on the 87th minute with a Palmer winner, and Rangers would have lost the title from a 95th minute equaliser. Honestly, that would have been a sweeter ending, but I prefer the calm, you know, we just did what we needed to do. I'm happy with that, very pleased. Oh, Joe Hart's about to give a speech. Let's go. Hold on, I actually want to hear this one, so I'm going to... Oh, they're playing the Champions League theme as well, for good measure. Yes. I want to see what the big man has to say. Good man. We'll love him. We love him, really. Man, the myth, the fucking legend indeed. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. And we're about a minute or two away, boys. A minute or two away. I love how Welsh is still there with his arm wrapped up in his shirt, but he wants that fucking medal, so he's out to get it. I'd be doing the same. Now it's the skipper's turn. It's been fucking difficult, man. This season's been painful at the best of times. It's time he holds for the big man. The manager now. Ooh. Sorry, I know this is probably boring as fuck for most of these that are still here. I'm just listening to what they have to say. damn fucking straight. And there's just one more thing left to do now. This is what it's all for, boys. This is what we've been waiting for the whole goddamn fucking season. Do we bring the fucking Santa back? No way. No fucking shot, man! We brought the Santa back, the one that we booed at Christmas. No way, that is amazing. I fucking love that so much. That is amazing. I love that. That is a... That's the most Celtic thing you'll see for a while. I fucking love this club. That's amazing. Oh. That gives me so much joy. Oh boys, it's in the captain's hands. Oh baby. We fucking deserved every stage of this, every single stage of this. We put ourselves through hell to get here. Damn right, get a heart on that trophy and all. Ooh, fucking get it around every single other team that exists in this league. Yous are shite in comparison. We remain on top, boys. Always on top fucking form. For the third time in a row. The start of very many more to come, boys. That's fucking excellent. And we still have another trophy to win. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it again. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Well, that wraps up this season then. We got one more game left and then it's off to the Euros. We go off to Germany to see the fucking boys hopefully do something on the Scottish side of things. We'd love to see a good national thing, but we got the cup final next week against our old foes. Hopefully it's a very similar situation where we're sitting here next week watching them lift the trophy again, but we'll love to absolutely see it. But a kind of message for myself, for anyone that's remained here and anyone that has been here for over the course of the season. Thank you, genuinely. When I started this season we had less than fucking 600 people. And for it to grow the way that it has is pretty interesting. We love to see it, and again, still plenty of football left to go between now and the start of next season where we'll be back to do it all again. But it's been an absolute fucking privilege and pleasure to bring this league to you this season. As stressful as it has been at times, even though I've missed a game or two here and there, we've all suffered together. So anyone that's been here this entire time, for anyone that's stopped in for even a second or so, just to check and see what's going on, very much appreciated, all of you are. Like I said, we got one more left this season, one more official game, and then it's back to where we were before. So, fuck yes, man. Absolutely fuck yes. So, for those that need a reminder, I don't think you need a reminder, honestly. Celtic Rangers next week, we know what happens. And hopefully we end on a good note. So, yeah, when you look at it like that, boys, one more left. I'm ready to boost and call it a day. Well, that wraps it up. Oh, no problem at all, Virtual mate. We're literally just about to wrap up here anyway. It's been a brilliant fucking season. We take it.